What's up, dudes? In my quest for the ultimate acoustic, I think I found it. Let's bring this mic in. So, what a crazy find. This is a Ferrington. Now, it does say Kramer. This is a 1990 from what I can tell. The serial number starts out 90. And this is after, I think, some of the earlier ones where they would do a lettering system and start it out. So, as far as I can tell, so that thing, that's the squeak of the, or it's this squeak. One of these is squeaking. Anyway. So this is a transitional model, I think, from when Kramer had them. It's a solid spruce top with a laminated maple back and sides. It's a bolt-on neck, which is awesome. And, maple neck, rosewood fingerboard. It's got the cool beak. I think they call this tooth, but that looks to me like headstock inlay, right? And it says Kramer at the 12th fret, and it says Kramer. It says Ferrington on the sticker, and it's called an EX-1, and the serial number starts out 90. So I'm assuming this is a 1990 model. And then it says it's printed out, I think, something Ferrington, Danny Ferrington. Then it says exclusively from Kramer. But I think this was the last year. So the thing is, it sounds a lot better than I had imagined it would, but it's still not as full as, like, say, my Larrivee, but my Larrivee is all handmade, and it's a different beast. It's got mahogany versus maple. It's all solid wood versus laminate, and of course that's a mahogany neck. This is a maple neck. All lends to being a little bit brighter. But from sheer awesomeness, I mean, I don't know that there's much that can touch this. Now, I've seen, as many people have, the Strat and the Telly ones. Those are pretty common, the Strat and the Telly. Now, I have seen the Explorer, but I've seen them all in black. I've never seen the Natural. And I think they made it white or maybe a red. They had a few colors, but they definitely made natural, and they definitely made a black one. And I've seen the black one, but when I saw this online, and it, again, under $300, right? If you bide your time and you wait, they're out there. You just got to wait until the time is right, and then boom, you got to move right in. So this was online. It was like Guitar Center's used online. They had it for $2.99, and I was like, wow, I really need that guitar. So I was like, oh, just when I thought I was out, you reel me right back in again. But, you know, in terms of just sheer awesomeness, who could pass this up? So I've had it a little while now. I think I'm out. Off a hair. Just a hair. So it's acoustic electric, as you can tell. And that sounds flat. Oh, nope. And I just, I just jumped all over it. Now, and again, I can't stress this enough. If you find a guitar you want and you see it on like Guitar Center or Music Go Round and you're trying to buy it and for some reason it's like not loading into the cart, which is what happened with this. It like wasn't, it had showed up in the local inventory, but not in the national inventory. So when I called up to order it, the guy was like, oh, I'm having trouble like processing it. He's like, I'll hold it to the side and call back tomorrow and we'll get it straightened out. Well, I called back the next day and he's like, yeah, this is turning into a big problem because as soon as I like put that on like a no cash layaway, it sort of took it out of the system. So he's like, you're gonna have to go to your local Guitar Center and pay for it in cash, and then they'll just send us the money, and then once we get it, we'll get it all packaged out to you. So it took a little extra. I had to drive out to my local store, and I paid for it there, and then they shipped it out to the store, which is what I wanted them to do because I more than once I've got a guitar from Guitar Center used, and they've shipped it to the store. I always have them shipped to the store, and I opened it up and the guitar had problems, and I was like, and I could just show it to the guy. It's like we opened it together, so I don't want to hear like it got sent to my house and there's a problem with the guitar like sent to my house or anything like that. So there was a Kramer Pacer I was going to buy from them, like an 87 or an 88. I'm pretty sure it was an 87, and it showed up. It had all kinds of problems, not the least of which is someone had clearly scraped the serial number off of it. And I had some serious questions about the legitimacy of the guitar. So I was like, I don't think so. But not only that, the pickups had problems. The guitar had problems, big time. And I was like, no. And compared to the 83 Kramer, which has been awesome. I mean, just stellar. I love that guitar. And this guitar is awesome. But, you know, you got to jump on them, and don't be afraid to decline if it's not absolutely perfect. And it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, but it's got to be north of a certain, you know, Mendoza line. Goes right up the harmonized major scale. A major, B minor, C sharp minor, D major, E major. So they sent it with this god-awful Washburn case, but I assume that, you know, that's the only thing they could get this thing to fit into. And it said it came with a case, but obviously the Washburn case was the case. That's a whole lot of awesomeness right there. And I was just falling all over myself to pick it up. That's my cable. I'm the king of shit ass cables. Although probably spraying some of these joints wouldn't be a bad idea. Not minor, major, yeah. Definitely got to put phosphor browns on this because I just think the 80-20s are just way too bright. Winning. Now I gotta get one of those straps so I can spin it. Look at me, I'm Billy Gibbons. Woo! I'll keep growing the beard. Look at me! Now, then all I need is a beard and talent. All right, guys. Kramer. Well, Ferrington, exclusively by Kramer, at least that year they were. I think they kept going for a few years after, but they didn't last very long. And it's an EX-1, which is very different from what I've seen on listen to that thing. It's bad. That's bad. I gotta fix that. So there it is. 2 videos in 2 days. They're out at the movies. My daughter's birthday was a few days ago, and but today's the party. So there's like, a half dozen 10-year-old girls over going cuckoo, and they just left to go see Frozen. So I had a little window, and I figured I'd crank out a video. And I knew what people wanted to see. All right, guys. We'll be back up real soon. I'm cranking them out. Check out the inlay on that headstock, though. It's nice. Doesn't say Kramer. You know, it says Ferrington, but it's got that nice inlay. You know, nice mop. There she blows. Some controls on there. Not too shabby for a guitar that's, you know, 22 years old, 23 years old. You know. All right, guys. As always, rock on.